Hello Dollar General friends! In this video, I'm going to show you footage from my clearance in penny shopping from Tuesday, May 20th. I definitely didn't do as great as I had hoped with the coffee penny items, but I did end up getting a few things. The very first store I went in, I got 6 things of the surprise penny coffee. If you watched my video where I talked about this week's penny list, I said I expected other coffee to go to a penny as well, and that's exactly what happened. All the stuff that went on clearance the same time as the coffees that were on the penny list also went to a penny, so make sure if you're checking a clearance section for penny items, make sure you scan all of the coffee and hot cocos that you find, because there's a good chance you find a surprise penny mixed in. I did put a couple of visuals at the end of this video of the surprise pennies that I found, but I know I've seen people getting others when they were shopping that I didn't find when I was looking. The stickers that I'm putting in my cart right now are 70% off with the additional 50% off. So right now these are ringing up 45 cents a piece, and I was happy to find them mixed into this coloring book section. That's why I grabbed those. And then while I was on that aisle, I checked the planner section and happened to notice these 2 little pennies hiding at the bottom. The dog calendar popped out at me, and then the planner behind it was also a penny. You do have to be careful with the planners, because since there is a section of them in a lot of stores, there are a lot of them that are full price. Even the ones that have the price tag in the corner, like the ones that went to a penny, it can be so confusing. This was the only thing I bought in this store. This Cinnamon Toast Crunch Minis is a part of the clearance event, and I finally found 1 box mixed into this regular cereal section. I've been looking for those because that's one of my favorite cereals, but I haven't had the mini version of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, so I was excited about that. And then I got to this store, and they had all of these gray totes out. So I knew there was going to be some digging I'd have to do, and I was really hoping that I'd get super lucky, but most of the stuff in the totes was newer clearance stuff, but there was just a few random older things mixed in at the bottom. So I didn't find as many penny items as I was hoping, but I'll take anything. I actually went to this town because I haven't been there looking during the clearance event, so I figured that was the place to go when I was hunting for the coffee penny items. That way if I didn't find coffee, maybe I at least have a chance of finding something else. They had tables and more totes inside that you could dig through, but I didn't get super lucky. Even with all the clearance stuff that they had put out, I only ended up finding 12 penny items in this store, I think it was. It feels like it looks like more in my cart, but I swear I think it was just 12. There was this one blue dot accessory type item. It's a fidget toy, but they consider it a blue dot accessory. It was just sitting on their clearance table, so I had to grab that. And then I did get lucky with this one random end cap, and I found these Reese's eggs with the extra percentage off with the clearance event. These were just 19 cents, so I was definitely willing to add that to my little penny pile that I had. I love Reese's eggs, so, you know, for 19 cents, those had to come home with me. This store was only the second store where I was able to find any coffee or cocoa items that were a penny in, and they were up on the top shelf, so definitely make sure when you go into stores looking for these items, check the sky shelf, look up at the top. That is the only place that I found any of these items. I didn't look out and find any in clearance sections in any of the stores I went in, but both the places that I actually found these, they were up on the sky shelf, so definitely make sure you look there when you're trying to find these penny items. And then you see I checked the end caps of every grocery section of every store I went in, because that's where these items originally were, but that didn't get me lucky this time. Sometimes that works out, but it did not work out this time in my favor. This store did end up having a pretty good selection of Easter stuff still, and with the clearance event still going on, this stuff was ringing up 95% off, so the $1 items were only 5 cents. So I did go ahead and grab several Easter items in this store, and then I did want to mention that I found some Easter baskets up on the top shelf. So when these items go to a penny, make sure you check the sky shelf of your seasonal aisles in case they've put any Easter baskets up at the top to get them out of the way to make more shelf space. A lot of stores end up doing that, and then when they pull the Easter stuff, they'll forget about the baskets at the top. So that's going to be a great tip. I did grab a couple at 95% off. I figured they were cheap enough. Why wait till they're a penny? Some stuff I would rather buy at 90% off, but at 95% off, of course I'm going to take it. I don't want to wait for it to be a penny and then there's nothing left on the shelf and I don't get the things that I was actually hoping to get. I did end up going into 9 stores Tuesday and I only came away with, I think, 20 something penny items. I think it was 10 coffee and then 12 random items from that one store. So I did not do amazing, but I figured I'd still do a video, show you where I did find stuff. I did end up finding a few hidden brown dot clearance shelves in this store. So those items are still out there if you can get lucky. Most of the stores that I've gone in did not have any, but if you get lucky, you might find a store where people haven't already bought them all. And the Cinnamon Toast Crunch oat bars there, they're also part of the clearance event. They're half off. This Green Diamond fan, it's 70% off, so if you find those, they're a great price. And then the last bit of this video is some visuals of some surprise penny items that you can look for. All of these coffees are also a penny. Let me know in the comments, did you score on the coffee and cocoa this week? Are you excited to go out penny shopping on Friday? I don't know if I'm going to make a video with visuals for Friday's penny list. Let me know if you think I should. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye!